my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Darlings, it is so nice to be back to do yet another fashion review upon really very, very popular request. A lot of you had said, Fumi, please review the Vanity Fair party. And I have said so many times, darling, it might be my channel, but it is absolutely what? It is absolutely your show. Before I continue, might I add that I loved all of your critics in the last episode for the Oscars. I really, really loved it. And a lot of you really did care for some dresses of which I really did not care for. I love it. I love it because I also learn from you guys, and I also feel as if we are in a big room and everybody has their opinion. And I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Be polite as always. You know, you Fumi Nation girlies always are classy and everything. And we can agree to disagree. Absolutely. This is just my opinion of which I am sharing. But I absolutely want you to share your opinion with me. Yes, I've been living and loving. Darlings, Honey is wearing a vintage Vera Wang. Do we live, do we love? It's so easy to wear, and it's long, and it's very, very simple with a beautiful, you know, open back. And I just thought it went along with the theme for this year's Vanity Fair party, which is old Hollywood glamour. So I just had some diamante earrings and just the dress, and that was it. So without any further ado, let us get into it, okay? We had the wonderful Jessica Alba, and she was in Tamra Ralph. Loved it. Beautiful, simple, elegant sequins, and I loved the feathers cascading up. I just thought that this was magnificent in every way. She had simple jewelry. The dress was everything for me. I lived, and what I absolutely loved it. It was fire from head to toe. Rita Ora was also in Tamra Ralph, and I lived and loved the way she styled the hat. I would wear this. I would wear this. The hat for me was everything, even more so than the dress. The dress was gorgeous. I loved the bow. I loved the applique. I loved the sheer. I loved the caged rib cage. I loved the bow, the satin. But I have not seen anybody, even on the runway, it was not as nice as the way Rita Ora came out here and said, let me step on one or two necks. Why not? Coleman Domingo in Jacques Mer. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Even the hanky that he spread out so, it was gorgeous. I have noticed that he has a thing about short trousers, so to speak. For whatever reason, it does work for him. It works for him. It gives me dandy. It gives me 1940s era. And the shoes are on top and on top and on top. The grey with the silver bleeding in and out for the stitch. I just could not handle it. Our wonderful Kim Kardashian in Gucci with blue eye contacts and her hair all messy. Loved the dress. I loved it on the runway. I love it on her. I don't like the heels. I didn't like the messy hair, but I loved the bob, and I thought it was everything on her because she's got such an hourglass figure that there are certain things that look phenomenal on her and there are things that will not work. So this kind of stretchy fabric, it works. Sister Jenna was wearing Chanel in blue. Mwah! It gave me spring. It's very her. That splash of color that we don't usually see on the red carpet. I live for the flowers. I love the simplicity of her hair. This really could have been like a Chanel commercial. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Then we had Kylie Jenner was an Alexander McQueen. Kylie Jenner has a big bust. She's fully aware of that. And as you get older, you're going to get bigger. The boobs are going to get bigger. And so she knows how to keep those girlies up. What I loved was the slash on the hip. And she said, yeah. You know what? My beautiful partner, Timothy, he might not have gotten the Academy Award. But baby, he don't need it because he got me. And that was how he followed her all over the place. And I said, yeah. And he's young. He don't care. He happy where he at. Oh Oh God. Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer was wearing Gucci. I want that dress. Kiki Palmer was working overtime because it was a one night only, and she showed up at the Elton John after party, and she wore one of my all-time favorites. When I say that I was gagging because it gave me nothing short of Grace Jones, and it was in Yves Saint Laurent. She said, I'm busy. You know what? I got a babysitter. I have a babysitter, so she'll take care of my little son, Leo, while I go out here. Kiki, I loved it. Kiki, you're everything. Kiki, this was gorgeous. I don't know what you're working with behind the scenes, but you're working with one or two things. This dress was my all-time favorite. It was Simone Ashley, and she wore Tamra Ralph. It was phenomenal. Every ounce of this dress, the flower applique, the cinched in waist, the earrings. You know what? This is a dress where you just stand, you don't say anything, because you don't have to say anything. How about that? They don't even ask for your invite. They don't even ask. This is blood orange juice. I'm feeling fabulous with myself. I'm just trying to pretend that I was at the event. I'm just trying to pretend. Needless to say, we jump over to our wonderful Jamie Lawson, and she was in Louis V. Loved it. The first Louis V dress that she wore the Oscars did nothing for her, and the nothing said we'll do something at the Vanity Fair. This was gorgeous. It was giving me life. I loved the color purple. Baby, gorgeous. Beautiful legs, smile. The confidence will always come through when you're wearing something straight. When you know that, you know what, this does everything for me. The Danielle Brooks, I loved it. I love the lavender. I love those shapely, beautiful legs of yours. This dress gave me everything. Darling, I love you. If I was a man, I would want to date you. Definitely. I would want to wine and dine you. I would want to take you out. I would want to, I would want to really come close to you. You're beautiful. The makeup, angelic. It was so gorgeous. A little bit of pink. I even put a little bit of pink on today. You know, from Juvia's Place, none other. Oh, darlings, we're going to have makeup tutorials. You don't even know. I love the hair, love the makeup, I love your body, love the skin tone, love the moisturizing, love the dress on you. You are everything, and I think you knew that you were that girl. I think you knew you were 110%. We have Teyana Taylor in Chanel. Maybe Teyana might become a Chanel ambassador. Face always does not decline. I liked the back of the dress. I liked that it had the Chanel bag chain. That was very delish. I loved it. Teyana gave us a phenomenal run for this red carpet season, and I know she will do it even better next year. Teyana, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're a superstar. Mary J. Blige. And Mary J. Blige was wearing none other than Ifjola Hoxmal G. Hey, that was quite a mouthful right there. I loved this ruby red and cape. It's Hollywood glam. Hollywood glam. I don't know anybody who does blonde like Mary J. I don't know anybody who does blonde like her. The only thing I will say, I wish that they had given her ruby jewelry, red jewelry. I think it would have set it off. There we go. There we go. I would have had her wear something like this with the red and the black to set this off. It would have been flawless, I feel, with the earrings to match, and then give me some sexy red sandals, deep burgundy red sandals. and I would have loved it. I just felt that it kind of, it didn't give me what it was to give me. And having said that, I can see the silver flakes in the dress, but for whatever reason, I just, no, that's the reflection of the light foams. Yeah, red jewelry, and it would have been what? Check. Orlandria, baby. Wow. Well, first and foremost, let me start, because you guys corrected me in the comment section to let me know that Orlandria's chest is natural. I said, what now? Oh yes, Orlandria is a natural baby girl. And I said, oh wow, ultimate love and respect for you, my darling. And she was wearing a $10 million diamante droplet at the back. The figure is absolutely phenomenal, and she looked beautiful in this dress. What is this dress called? This dress is by Pachim Rasi. Oh, she looked like a swan. That's the only way that I can describe her. The hair, flawless. The makeup, absolutely gorgeous. And she has a body that I would live and love. I would what? Especially the back profile. When she gave us that back profile, I just did not know what to say. She came on her own, and I thought that was super brave. I salute you, my darling. And I have a funny feeling that Homegirl just might be at the Met Gala. Wouldn't that be exciting? I loved your rings. I love the jewelry. I love the eye makeup. Absolutely gorgeous. Your skin is skinning. There's zero back fat. There's no back fat. There's nothing at all. Beautiful. You're going to be a star, Orlandria. You're going to be an A-list celebrity. Your rise to fame is phenomenal. And everybody is excited for you. We have the wonderful Ciara. Ciara was out there in Stefan Roland, Paris, with her wonderful husband. I want that jewel necklace. My God! Beautiful. What? Absolutely beautiful. Now, what did I think of the outfit? Okay, let me start with our wonderful husband. Yeah, I liked what he wore. I liked the black velvet. You know me, I'm velvet. I love his trousers. And handsome young man, sunglasses. I didn't care for the cross. You could have let that go. Really, he didn't need it. I'd have preferred just heavy watch, heavy ring, maybe even a bracelet, but I didn't care for the necklace. And I felt just a little bit that the trousers were a tad too tight. They don't have to be tight where you start to think it might cut off his blood circulation. We're not going in that direction, because it was giving me ballet. I start to twirl. That was what it was giving me. So I was like, no. It's not that serious. You can relax. You really truly can relax. Ciara, the hair just gave me Dora the Explorer vibes. It was very heavy. It was very blunt. It was very wiggish. It's like a cap. Then they just dropped it on and said, be going. You didn't need that. If anything, you know what you needed? You needed it like long hair thrown back. Beautiful curls even, because the dress was so structured and so stiff. I felt that it was a bit too wide. It didn't have to be that wide, but it was still nice. And I like the fact that you gave us backlessness, because it kind of balanced it out. You know, it was too harsh with the hair, and then with the very heavy, lapels. It was giving me, you're going up the mountain to come and get, the 10 commandments, and you have to write them down. That's what it gave me. It was a bit much, but the diamond was everything. And you're one of the most beautiful women on the face of this earth. No doubt about that. Another outstanding favorite of mine. Gabrielle Union wore a flawless chain mail dress by Celia Crithariotti. Boo boo, this was life. It was flawless. What? Flawless. Her hair, gorgeous. Old Hollywood glam with that just one pendant right there on the chest. 12 out of 10. 12 out of 10. Dare I say that this is one of the best looks I have ever seen. Then we had Jeff Goldblum and his wife Emily Livingston on the red carpet. Jeff Goldblum, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You are Mr. Dapper. And I live vicariously through you. Do you know that? Why? Because you're an older gentleman who continues to kill it out here in the streets. You're living your best life. Your wife, on the other hand, came out here. Sensational legs, beautiful stockings, and a body sunglasses to boot. She looked a hot mess. But then again, you know what? You only live once. She was with you, so everything was good to go. Moving on to Olivia Rodrigo, and she hit the red carpet, and she was wearing Saint Laurent. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely adorable. Priyanka Chopra, and she was on the red carpet and she was wearing custom Stella McCartney. It was again a metallic metal mesh gown, and then it had the fur applique all the way throughout the trim. What do I think about her? I think she's a sensational woman. She really is beautiful. She's a very, very, very attractive woman. And I didn't care for the fur. I didn't care for it. It didn't give me life. It didn't give me life. I would have preferred if it had been shredded. The metal mesh was shredded. You know what? For me, show them. Do you see what I'm saying? If the metal mesh was shredded, I would have lived for it. I would have what? I would have lived for it. It was giving me autumn, winter. And we are now coming into spring. So I didn't understand why we needed to have this very heavy throw. I was trying to squeeze my creativity into it. I still came out saying to myself, no, I do not think so. That's how I felt. Yes, 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 yes. Michael B. Jordan in Tom Ford. Handsome. I thought it was a lovely... I saw a lot of browns actually on the carpet. You looked exceptional. And I loved the color. It was sharp. Well done. Across the board. He just looked what? He looked phenomenal to me. 1,000,000,000%. Lizzo, darling. Looking fabulous in brown lace. Absolutely gorgeous, giving me Marilyn Monroe. I have never seen her bust look so pretty, my darling. The confidence was through the roof. As far as I'm concerned, girl, this was yummy. It was covered in all of the right places, and her tummy, oh my God. Lizzo, is this you? I live and love. I live and love. I did not care for the wig. I felt that the wig didn't have any highlight, so it was very heavy, and it was giving me a very cheap looking wig. That was what it was looking like. It wasn't styled or anything. It was just thrown on. She didn't need it. Let me say that. She did not need it. The dress, gorgeous. For me, for her, 100%. The improvement is there, and she looked lovely. She absolutely looked what? She looked absolutely lovely. Our none other, our beautiful queen of all Queen Latifah. And Queen Latifah was there with her partner. Queen Latifah is a queen. This is gorgeous. The cape was gorgeous. Very regal. That's the way I can only describe it. A beautiful strapless dress. Her hair tousled up. Beautiful smile. She's ageless. Every time when I see her, I always think of the feature film Set It Off. She was the best. Chloe, I think. Cleo. She was Cleo. And she has evolved into one of our jewels, our valuables. and I love her. She looked wonderful, wonderful in this. The softness of the cape, which I think was chiffon, just moved, and that crimson pinkish red, oh, yummy. Absolutely, what? Absolutely beautiful. She looked gorgeous. Yes, 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 ma'am. Then we had our wonderful Tracy Ellis Ross. Yes, Tracy. And Tracy was wearing Marine Serria Couture. Beautiful heel, beautiful legs. It was okay. It really was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. She has a wonderful quirky style about her, so this is very much up her alley, you know. It was okay. It was okay. The bottom half is giving me bed sheets. Like, you know, she just wrapped the bed sheet around our bodies and said, okay, you know what, I'm coming. That was what it was giving me. Is it sensational, drop dead gorgeous? It didn't give me any of that. But still, fashion, why not? Yes, ma'am. Heidi Klum in Comb of Hearts. I loved her Christy Brinkley hairstyle. I thought the hair was nice. I did. I think she had a beautiful smile. And the makeup was absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous girl. I loved the color. I loved that beautiful, you know, baby yellow of the dress. I think, for whatever reason, the cutout and the shape of this dress did not do her figure justice. And might I add, I don't know anybody who will look good in this dress. How about that? It looked like something that was ordered from Shein, and it comes in those plastic bags where you have the pink, the blue, the green, and the yellow. You get the 4 colors, and then you just kind of dust it out, and then you wear the yellow one on this occasion. That's what this looked like. It did not do anything for the waistline. It did not do anything for her bust. It did not do anything for her. The cutouts were just, it didn't make sense. And I don't know why she thought it looked good. It didn't at all. It did not look good at all. It did nothing for her. And she's a very, very beautiful woman. She's in her 50s. We're all in our 50s now. But this was not it. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Oh my God. Wumi, darling. Wumi Wumski. Wumi was looking absolutely flawless. Flawless, my darling, when I tell you. And she was wearing George's Chakra. Wumi, why did you not wear this to the Oscars? Please, why did you not give us that flush of color? This is, well, you saved the best for the last, I suppose, because the Vanity Fair is the last. And you say, you know what, let me leave with a bang. Darling, you looked flawless. You looked absolutely flawless. You should have worn the green to the Vanity Fair. You should have worn this to the Oscars. 12 across the board. 12 over 10. It was so good, I can't just give you 10. I have to go ahead and give you 12. Beautiful. The applique, the diamante, the color. You look like spring. The diamond necklace. You left nothing. You left nothing. You looked absolutely beautiful, baby. So that was it, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed the red carpet. Do not forget to drop down in the comments who were your favorites, who did you love, and which ones you didn't agree with. I love those ones too. All of my love. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you. I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking